Hey everyone, BB here. So I'm laying down because I'm exhausted. I had a detail this morning at like 6 o'clock, 6:30 in the morning. It's technically 6:30ish was station time. The event itself didn't start technically until 9. But get up, get to the station, get ready, get the stuff that we needed to be hooked up and operating and all that. The event lasted maybe till like 12:31-ish. It's probably when I got home. I wasn't really paying that much attention to the time. I know I got home though and I knocked out. I went to bed. I don't want to say I'm not a nap person, but I try to avoid naps because naps normally give me a headache. I'm actually shocked I don't have a headache right now. So before I leave, because I got another event tonight that I technically have to get ready at about 4 o'clock. I'll start to get ready, so about in an hour, a little less than an hour, because it's 3:07 right now. As soon as I'm done with this blog, I'll probably get ready. Oh, maybe 4 o'clock, I don't know. I actually do kind of have to rush or hurry up when it comes to doing this blog. But, I'm exhausted. Thankfully, the fireworks only go till midnight, so it's not like it's all night. It's not like I'm going to be coming home at like 4 in the morning. But yeah, so, anyways, happy 4th of July. My holiday didn't really start off the best, so I went to bed last night about maybe towards like 3 o'clock, 3:30. I don't particularly pay that much attention to the time sometimes when I go to bed. I probably do look at my phone before I go to bed, but I'm not really focused on the time so much because I don't really particularly care. Like I said yesterday blog, I didn't have to particularly go to bed at a certain time because I had a detail at 6:30 in the morning. So I had to make sure that I had some sleep and some rest in me because I didn't want to be exhausted, when it came to driving the vehicles, because I was a driver for one of the vehicles today. Hopefully this detail tonight is this traffic, so it's going to be helping pedestrians cross the street and cars get out of parking lots. I don't know exactly where I'm going to actually be when it comes to the detail. So hopefully it's kind of somewhat of a easy detail. I assume it's going to be busy before the fireworks and then right after when people leave. I've done this detail once or twice. It's my second time doing this detail, the fireworks detail, for it. So, anyways, but not to get too much information on that stuff, because like I mentioned before, I try not to talk about the unit a whole lot, just a wee bit. But, so anyways, I probably would have stayed up all night yesterday night, or this morning. I probably would have been up all night, and probably went to bed at like 6 or 7 if it wasn't for, excuse me, I just had Cheetos. I had to have a snack. I haven't really eaten today yet. And it's okay though, because I'm not that hungry, to be honest. Like, I had Cheetos that filled me up. I might have a midnight snack later tonight. I don't know. There's supposed to be possibly chances of storms coming. So hopefully in the next hour and a half, it starts to rain. Or maybe even lightning, because then the fireworks aren't going to happen. Normally we work whether it's rain or shine. We're still out doing traffic, or we're still out doing the call or the event. rain or shine. But if there's lightning, you know, and especially being that it's a firework display or it's a fireworks show, if it's raining, hopefully they cancel it and say, nope, not gonna happen, because then I'll be like, yay. But anyway, so I got a story. So today I went to bed about 3:30ish. I literally just fell asleep. I was asleep for maybe an hour, maybe half an hour, when all of a sudden I woke up. And I don't know what exactly woke me up. I don't know if it was the car alarm. I don't know if it was my mom. She wasn't really screaming or yelling, but she woke me up saying, Brenna, someone's trying to break in the car, someone's broken the car, they're running away, blah, blah, blah. And I'm waking up and I'm like, wait, what's going on? She's like, call the police. And I'm like, okay. And then once I'm up, by the time I get to my, bedroom door, I can hear the car alarm. And I'm like, oh, crap, they're doing it again. So I get downstairs and, you know, my mom's like said, oh, they ran. There's about 4 or 5 of them. And I'm like, I'm already on the phone with the police, and I'm like half awake, and I'm like, yeah, I wasn't like that. I was actually awake. I'm exaggerating a little bit, but, you know, so I gave the phone to my mom. I talked to the dispatcher a little bit. And then, like, I don't want to call my mom a goof, obviously, but she started to go outside. Like, I was literally talking to the dispatcher, and she was starting to go outside. And it's like, you need to wait. Like, they could still be out there. And she's like, I heard them. They ran away. And it's like, okay, but maybe once they stuck around, you don't know. What are you, Dad? Going out there right away? Like, no. So I gave the phone to her. I grabbed my baseball bat. I have like a 1940s big, fat, thick baseball bat. I keep a baseball bat and I keep a field hockey stick by the front door. And there's reasons to why I keep a field hockey stick and baseball bat by the front door. And that's reasons to why I do it. Because this is like the 4th or 5th time that someone's tried to break in our car. And we don't know what it is particularly about our car. Like, we're not the only ones in the neighborhood that keeps cars on the driveway. Most of the neighbors put the cars away. If I had to make a guess, there's probably, I don't know, like, I think we have like 40 houses, 30 houses. Out of the whole neighborhood, there's probably only like 5 or 6 people that keep their cars on the driveway. So we don't know why they particularly come to our car out of anybody's driveway. Like I said, it's not the first time someone's tried to break into our car. And all the times that they've done it, it's been throughout the past like 3 or 4 years. And normally, when we were trying to explain it to cops, we told the cops it normally, to us it normally happens once or twice a year. Someone normally tries to break in our car. And all the times they just get scared because they open a door, or try to open the door and the alarm goes off. My car's so weird. It's either you can open the door, actually open the door, and the alarm goes off and they get scared and they close it and run. Or it doesn't open, so you pull on the handle but the alarm still goes off, but the car door doesn't open. It's so weird and wired. It's like messed up. I was kind of joking, not that it's really a joke, but I would say, just by chance that they would be actually wanting to hotwire our car, they would pretty much take a car and bring it back. They would see how crappy it is, and they wouldn't want it. But, majority of the people, when they break in for, like, money, or bags, or purses, or coins, or they see a big fancy bag. Or it doesn't particularly really have to be a big fancy bag. It could be a bag from Walmart, and they're gonna break in wanting to go for that bag. I personally have a bad habit of leaving my purse in the car, and my mom always yells at me, and I'm not going to say my mom's wrong. The cop even said, you really shouldn't do that. And I'm like, I know, it's a bad habit. I'm not picking my nose. My nose is just itchy. I swear I'm not picking my nose. So anyways, so my mom goes out there, and I'm like, hold the phone, let me grab my bat. I got a 1940s bat. It's a bat that's very similar to the bat that they used in the movie League of Own, with the baseball team with Tom Hanks. Like that kind of bat. A big old Louisville Slugger 1940s bat. It's technically my mom's bat. She gave it to me. It's still technically her bat, but I kind of use it. Not that I've ever used it, thank God. I hope I never have to use it, but, she tries to go out there, and I'm like, wait. And I hold the bat up because I'm, ready to swing the bat, God forbid, and nobody's obviously out there. We knew that they ran. We knew that they, left, because most people that have broken into our car or tried to break into our car has been kids, and we know they've been kids because we hear them. We hear them run away, or we hear them pedal off on their bike. So we knew that they were kids, Anyway, so my mom's talking to the dispatcher, and I didn't notice until she actually told me this afterwards. She was like, yeah, the dispatcher was like kind of feisty. And I was like, what do you mean? And she's like, well, the dispatcher was like, well, how do you know that someone was breaking into your car? And my mom was like, well, I heard the alarm. That's how I knew. And she's like, well, how do you know it was someone trying to break into your car? And my mom was like, because my car alarm went off. And she was like, well, how do you know it was kids? And she was like, well, because they sounded like kids, and there was about 4 or 5 of them. Well, how do you know how many there were? And my mom was like, well, I don't know off the bat, but it sounded like 3 or 4 or 5. And, males. And the dispatcher was like, well, how do you know it's males and not females? And my mom's just kind of giving a guess that, well, they were running very fast. You could hear how fast they were running. Chances of a woman running. And here's the thing. My mom's not a sexist person. She's not trying to be a sexist person at all. But, realistically, men normally do run faster than women. I'm not trying to say, and my mom agrees, that there's not women out there that can't run faster than men. There are women out there that can run fast and can run as fast or even faster than men. Chances are not very likely, Even though there are women out there that can run fast, like Kenyans. But, I don't know, she was kind of like, the dispatcher, it's almost like the dispatcher didn't believe us. She was like, how do you know it's getting broken into? How do you know it was kids? How do you know it was 4? And it's like, dude, just send help. So, thankfully, there must have been a cop, right down the street or something. Me and my mom would go back inside right away. So we're like, oh, the cops are here, let's just go inside, it's safer inside. So we get inside, and my mom's like, oh, let's listen, let's spy. And I'm like, wait, what? What? And it's like, she was like, yeah, let's listen to what they're saying. And I'm like, oh, okay. And she's like, I can't, it's my house, I can listen if I want. I'm like, okay. Okay. So we go to my sister's room, because her windows were open. And we're listening a little bit. And she's like, yeah, see, it's 2 kids, because we kind of peeked around the corner when we were outside and saw that it was 2 kids. And she's like, oh, why is it 1 cop and 2 kids? Where's his backup? And it's like, Mom, I don't know. I said, I'm not a cop. I don't know. Maybe it's busy night or something. I don't know. You're right. He should have backup with there being 2 kids there. But, I don't know. So my mom goes in her bedroom, because her bedroom window was open. So I peeked down, and I kind of looked through my sister's window, even though you really couldn't see much. So as I bend up, because I was bending over to see out the window, I'm kind of starting to walk out back to my room, and all of a sudden I hear this rustling, and I'm like, I hear rustling and tip-a-tip and movement And I'm thinking, oh God, the kid's trying to fight the cop. So as I start to go by the window, I hear, stop, stop, like foot pursuit. And I'm like, really? Really gonna do that? 4:15 in the morning, because I technically called it 4:11. It's really gonna run away from the cop for breaking into the car. Like, I could kind of see why they would do it, but, like, I wouldn't expect that. If you're going to run, and of course I'm not a bad guy, so I don't know, but, like, if you're gonna run, why run because you broke into a car? I don't know. But anyway, it wasn't a very long foot pursuit. It lasted, like, 20 seconds. The kid ran, like, 2 houses down. They caught him. We spied on the cops a little bit and listened to them and watched. I told Mom if it wasn't for that tree in front of your window, we probably would not be able to get away with this. And my mom was like, yes, we could. So, like I said, it was scary because, like, this is the first time this has happened. Like, my body was shaking. My body wasn't shaking because I was scared. I wasn't one bit scared. My body was shaking because of adrenaline. Because it was an adrenaline rush. It's like when I go on to police ride-alongs, my body always shakes and shakes. And some of the cops are like, are you okay? Your body's shaking. And I'm like, I'm fine. It's adrenaline. My body shakes. It shakes when I go on patrol sometimes, and something happens on patrol or out on a call. My body can shake. I mean, my body just shakes when I get adrenaline rush. It's not always because I'm scared, but because it takes a lot to scare me. That didn't really scare me, but, like, my body was just shaking. And my mom, saw it was shaking, and she was like, are you okay? And I was like, I'm fine. I'm fine, besides knowing that my car almost got broken into, but I said I'm not scared. It's my body. It shakes. Adrenaline, So, good way to start my holiday. And then I practically was up the rest of the night, because it happened at about 4 o'clock. The police were here for about an hour. So I think a few of them were like juveniles and had their parents come. And the parents were taking forever, so they're like, we'll just meet them at the station. So, I don't know, it was hard to hear what they were all saying. So, yeah. So I'm going to let you go because I want to rest a little bit. My hand hurts from holding up the phone. So, yep. See you all later. Bye, y'all.